Hi, I'm Pasqual, the artist. Very excited about unveiling my collection here on Hollywood and Highland in the Creative Capital Center building. This is the first unveiling of this 40-year collection, and we are in the Audrey Hepburn room. This room has probably 19 Hollywood heads, and I call them the heads of Hollywood, and they're all dedicated to our Hollywood stars. And this particular one is the lady of the golden age, and she's been made up of all the environmental media that I collect over the years. And why I've dedicated to the Hollywood stars is because some of the pieces that are involved in this particular collection come from the actual stars themselves. All of them are my favorites when I'm standing by them, so it's amazing how much charisma they have. Their colors and their pieces, and I'm looking over this particular one. This is dedicated to the jewelry designer Ever Miyama from Tokyo, Japan. A lot of the pieces in the sculpture itself were her early renditions of her jewelry that she creates, and she's doing some really wonderful things for the World Ballroom arena. And so being able to assemble them and putting them together into a sculpture is part of what's so great about assemblage art, and being able to put these pieces that she worked on into one piece that creates a full total vision of color, harmony, design, and excitement through bringing them together with this particular face. This is a special head that I created in the image of a wonderful lady. Her name is Grace Robbins, actually, the ex-wife of the Harold Robbins, the great author in Hollywood. And Grace was a very elegant lady, and I captured her regalness through this particular sculpture. But if anyone that really knew Grace knew that she was a wonderful, happy person. So the sculpture of this lady, I portrayed the happy face behind. And the jewelry that's on this sculpture goes from the Swarovski crystals to the priceless costume jewelry of the Hollywood days. Mixed in with nails, white, black, the gold, and the wonderful earrings and some of the things from the Hollywood days. And even if you look closely, you might see a commemorative pin of the American Red Cross. So it just kind of portrays the culture through the beautiful pieces that were chosen and interlaid to make this particular sculpture, Lady Grace Robbins. This piece is very special to me because it's named after my mother, Lady Barbara Helen. And the nice thing about some of these heads, when I'm commissioned to do certain individual ones, I get the opportunity to be able to use the actual jewelry and pieces that have been collected over the years from the particular people. I call this Lady Barbara Helen, excuse me. And she has all her jewels, and she has all the glitz and glitter of Hollywood. Although she was not a Hollywood star, but in my eyes, she was my star, and she's my mother, and we're celebrating her birthday, October 16th, coming up, so this is Lady Barbara Helen. This particular piece is, I call the Statue of Unity, which actually relates to unity of all races, creeds, and colors, and harmony through art and happiness and humanity. This is a special piece because I was doing a documentary for the New Orleans, and just the year before, New Orleans, they had the festival of the arts, which is Mardi Gras there in New Orleans. And she's made up of all the marvelous New Orleans beads. And as you can see, the mirror head and all her glory, she certainly projects the arts and harmony and color and design and all kinds of lighting, and it's quite amazing. And to me, this brings together all nations, and this is our statue of unity. This lady has had her stardom in her day. Probably in the late 80s, she was in the Playboy centerfold. I can't remember the playmate, but there's a beautiful, she was being held. And I was very excited that she was a member of the photographic layouts for Playboy magazine. Anyway, my friend Jennifer Smith Ashley was a stylist there, and she utilized my artwork a lot in Playboy. This is the queen mother of the whole collection. She was the first Hollywood head, and she was the wife of Marvin Hadley, who wrote all the music for Laurel and Hardy, and he was a magical person in my experience with the assemblage art and our organizations. Anyway, the name of this sculpture is Josephine, named after Josephine Hadley. And if we look at this sculpture, there are a lot of the things that she wore, her jewelry and different things, and she loved animals, and all the little pieces that are come together to make one sculpture. Again, this is my first assemblage sculpture for the Hollywood head. Started basically around 1979, this piece was created. The pieces go from 1979 to 2008. So all 50 of the Hollywood heads are certainly a tribute to the ladies and men of the Hollywood legends.